I come from the National Youth Development Agency, and I'll be speaking to you about a number of programs that the NYDA is rolling out in terms of assisting young people to access economic opportunities, but also to access education as well as the skills development opportunities. Because you will remember that the mandate of the National Youth Development Agency is not entirely or necessarily limited to funding for e-business startups for young people, but it's a broad mandate that speaks to issues of education and skills development. It speaks to issues of health and well-being. It also speaks to issues of social cohesion. But in light of the focus of today's symposium, I will then try and be specific to the issues of enterprise development, wherein I will speak to the NYDA grant program, but among other programs that I would want to mention before I can go to the grant program of the NYDA, is just a few flagship programs of the NYDA, which focuses on education. One of which is the Solomon Masango Scholarship Fund, which is a 20 million fund. The fund provides financial support to young people who have been accepted to pursue full-time degrees in courses that fall within the priority growth sectors, as well as the scarce skills areas, as outlined in the labor planning frameworks of the country. We also have what we call the National Senior Certificate, a Second Chance Matric Rewrite Program, which is a program also focusing on education to give learners who may have failed a matric, but would want a second opportunity to rewrite. Because we've come to understand that sometimes young people do not fail because they are incapable of performing, but at times it's because of the environment in which they find themselves. And so to give them second opportunities is always best in helping them to go forward. And I think in implementing the program, we've been able to recognize that indeed it is working wonders towards assisting young people to pass their matric and progress forward to institutions of higher learning. Once again, before I go to the grant program of the NYDA, it will be necessary to remind you that the NYDA last year changed its focus from granting loans to young people to granting what we call today the grants program. The new plan for the NYDA focuses on interventions for job preparedness and placement, focus on scholarship provision, as I've already indicated, the scaling up of a youth build program, which is a national youth service program aimed at assisting young people to acquire the necessary skills, especially young people who are out of school. Now, the NYDA, as I've indicated, despite the many programs that we do focusing on a range of areas, does continue with efforts that are directed at economic participation, offering a range of products, programs, as well as services.